What you wanna know?
What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here. So the day finally came. I saw Star Wars The Force Awakens last night. And I wanted to give a quick first reaction video. This will not be a full review. I will be giving a full review next week, so keep an eye out for that. This is, just like I said, a first reaction, completely spoiler free, and I'm gonna ask that you guys do not put any spoilers in the comment section for people who haven't seen it yet. Anyone that I see that puts spoilers down there, I will delete you and I will possibly block you, alright? So don't be a dick. So I've been waiting for this movie since I was like 11, meaning since I was kind of old enough to understand the gist of the story of Return of the Jedi and realize that the story didn't seem finished and that we needed more of this story. And I will tell you, J.J. Abrams knocked this out the park. I feel like this is a return to the Star Wars that we all know and love, the Star Wars that we grew up on. I thought the story was great. It was a nice continuation from Return of the Jedi. It definitely gave us that old feeling we had watching the original trilogy. It didn't feel like a totally new story, which is what I appreciated. It didn't feel like a rehashed story, which I also appreciated. It felt like a genuine Part 7. Unlike where the prequels felt like it was a whole different universe, this felt like we were back in that same place, that place that we all left back in '83. There were definitely a few holes, but I'd like to see the movie maybe one or two more times before I solidify those as holes in my mind. But even with those holes, I still thought the movie was fantastic. The special effects, great. This is how the prequels should have been done. There was a complete lack of over-the-top CGI in this movie. The costumes felt like we were back in the original trilogy. The sets, same thing, amazing. The characters, all fantastic, well-written, well-developed characters. No silly kidsy bullshit. They were real characters that seemed to walk directly out of the originals. Like, there were no clear kidsy money grabs here for Disney. Daisy Ridley was perfect in my opinion. A total unknown before this. Like, I believe this is her first movie. Holy shit, like, are you kidding me? This was not that little punk-ass kid that played Anakin. She did an amazing job. I'm not even gonna get into the whole political side of having a strong female character, but being a dork like me, you can't help but realize that we just got one of the best and the strongest female characters that I've ever seen in a movie, especially an action movie. John Boyega was fantastic. He's funny, he's dramatic, you feel his emotions here. Oscar Isaac, great, man. Again, funny, dramatic. You genuinely care about his well-being. And what he does as a pilot will take you right back to the originals and have you on the edge of your seat screaming at the screen. Like, he's a great addition to the Star Wars character universe. Harrison Ford, man, he was awesome. I don't want to say that I was worried about his character, but I didn't really know what I was going to get. And I didn't really know what he was going to bring to this story. I was happy to see him back, but in the beginning, it could have been argued that he felt like he was an attention grab, but I'll say, absolutely not. He brought everything we needed him to bring to this film. Carrie Fisher, same thing, man. The way she transitioned from the older snarky Leia that we saw in New Hope to the more regal Leia that we saw in Return of the Jedi to the now professional and seasoned Leia was just flawless to me, man. This felt like seeing Han and Leia on screen again. It didn't feel like seeing two old actors fumbling their way through what they thought we wanted to see. Kylo Ren, what a fucking villain, man. He was great, complex, dramatic, evil, dark, just, there were so many sides to him that made him such a great Star Wars villain, and I cannot wait to see what they do with him after this. What J.J. Abrams has done here is make us care about the characters again. The characters are done so well and they're acted so well that the feeling of knowing them and caring about them is back. When one is kidnapped or when one is threatened, our stomach knots up. We genuinely want to know what's about to happen. And the chemistry between all of the characters, it seemed so natural. It seemed so real. These actors deserve fucking serious high fives all the way around for a job well done with this movie. Again, I feel like J.J. Abrams did a great job with the story here, with the direction of the movie, with the dialogue. He was even able to add some humor to Star Wars without making it come off hokey. I genuinely laughed as opposed to cringe. There are parts that make you laugh. There are parts that make you cry. And when it ended, I was so excited to see what the hell they're going to do with Episode 8. But at the same time, that didn't reduce my urge to go see this one again and again and again, as many times as my body can take. Guys, it seriously has not felt this good to be a Star Wars fan in decades. So all I can say is thank you. Thank you, J.J. Abrams, for not fucking ruining my childhood. It's not a perfect movie, but it totally exceeded all of my expectations, and I'm so glad to be back in the Star Wars universe again. So that's it. Let me know what you guys thought. Again, spoiler free, please, guys. Put it in the comment section down there. And as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I will see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches! And may the Force be with you.